in the biz.
Evil genius, what up?
Best in the world.
Real talk, the metaphor messiah. Live and full in effect.
I'm the
Best in the world today.
I'm the best
Let's
in the
go.
Can't help but win. Real talk, had to let the monster in. Put the crown on my head like Hendrick did. Now my pockets all swole like Psycho said. Close to catching that deal. I ain't gotta lie, we keeping that real.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dead on Dave, and we just watched a horrible Monday Night Raw, man. I mean, just about indefensible. And those of you who've been watching this show a long time know that I do everything I can to be fair to every conceivable situation that happens in wrestling, man. I try to give the benefit of the doubt as much as I humanly possible can. But tonight, we got a show that might be indefensible. We have a show that sets up the Royal Rumble so poorly that it might be indefensible. I'm really trying here to gather all the positives. We're going to go segment by segment, and we're going to rate each one. And of all the segments, we're going to see which ones are actually passable tonight. I have a feeling that there's not that many. We did learn a whole hell of a lot tonight, though. I will tell you that. We learned that Roman Reigns is done. We learned that Roman Reigns is not going to be a future big star in WWE because they are not going to book him correctly to do it. This is the wrong way. This is the way that is going to turn the fans against him. It was a terrible crowd tonight, but even this terrible crowd booed Roman Reigns tonight. I mean, horrible. The ending in and of itself was good. I can go that far. I can definitely say the ending was really solid because it was different. It wasn't just Brock Lesnar beating up everybody. It was Bray Wyatt laying claim to the Royal Rumble. I like that because it's different. Now, does that mean that Bray Wyatt is now a serious contender for the goddamn Royal Rumble? I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, I'd like to think he is, but this has kind of come so far out of nowhere to where he's really being a serious contender. He's being touted. It's, 6 days before the Rumble, and now he is doing something monumental in laying out Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. I don't know what the hell happened to Jericho. I couldn't tell you what happened to Jericho. Jesus. But that ending was solid. It doesn't save the night, though. It doesn't save the night because they made us wait and sit and fall asleep in some instances through almost 3 hours of show and then 10 minutes of pointless banter between Chris Jericho and Paul Heyman before we actually got some action. And, that's a problem. Where the hell did I miss what happened to Jericho? Did somebody shoot Jericho? Did he get sniped? Did he get sniped? I don't know what happened. I love the Wyatt aspect of it, but everything else was just a miss for me. We're going to get into segment by segment here in a second. We're going to go through the copious amounts of notes. Want to give a quick shout out to everybody in the chat. Bear, Black Lagoon, Sleeping Angels, AJ Tucker, Michael Mendoza, Pittsburgh Boy, everybody who's hanging out. Terry the Snow Queen moderating. Sal, Heda, my copious graphics guru. Clinton G, Derek Bradford, everybody, Robert Legend, Dark Wolf. We got all kinds of people in here tonight. Thank you guys for joining us live right here on Dead on Dave Productions. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you let the world know that you're watching the Copious Fat Man. Make sure you tell the world that you're watching the only review that you need to be concerning yourself with. And here we go. This is what you paid for. Well, now you didn't pay anything, but you could. You could donate to the channel. And that's, hey, what you're about to get is worth any donation that you might decide to give, or any t-shirt that you buy from the merchandise store. You're getting copious amounts of notes. So let's get this thing going. Copious amounts of notes time. Let's do this thing. Don't worry, callers. We're going to get to your callers. I'm going to answer your calls. We're going to take your questions, your concerns. I really want to hear what you guys want to say. That's going to come with time. You can remember, as soon as I'm done with the copious amounts of notes, hit me up on Skype. David Vancura, DavidVancura, or the number 702-751-2902. I'm not taking any calls until I get through my notes. So let's do this. All right, the night starts off. Roman starts with a little bit badassery, calling out Brock Lesnar, but then it quickly dies into nothing. It quickly goes away, and it was terrible. It was terrible. I was hoping something great was going to happen there, and then it just nothing. It devolved into nothing, and that's unfortunate. So Y2J comes out, says all these great things, talks about the highlight reel, but it's just setting up the highlight reel. There was no other point to it. That being said, Jericho still has the greatest damn entrance music in the business, doesn't he? My God. He gets interrupted by the League of Asshats. They come out. They are so bad on the mic that Roman looks good. You know, that's always interesting. Apparently, Y2J had imperial power tonight because not only did he book a match, but he made himself the special guest referee. Way to go, Chris Jericho. We get that first match, but the segment, I think, overall is worth one of these. Yeah. Yeah, I ate a lot of beans earlier, so excuse me on that one. So the first segment, not a hit. It's a miss. I think that's fair. Then we get Rusev versus Reigns. Rusev, he's back alive. Holy crap. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked to see him. It's crazy. Crazy. Andre Corbiel up in the chat. Sounds like I didn't miss much tonight, Dave. No, you didn't, good sir. No, you didn't. It wasn't, look, there was a couple things that we're going to talk about that wasn't horrible, but overall, no, you didn't miss much, my friend. You didn't miss much. Andre Corbiel in the chat. That's always nice. It's always nice. Rusev and Reigns. Y2J steals Mike Chioda's shirt. The only entertaining thing that was going on in this match was Y2J. It's getting harder and harder to look past Roman's flaws. It really is. The more you see him in the ring, the more you have to suffer through the mistakes, the more you have to see the limited ability of him. The guy, in the words of Tommy C., the guy's just not that fucking talented. At the end of the day, that's the reality. He's not that talented, and I hate to say it. But, I mean, this match got so bad that Jericho, he had to have known how bad this got because he didn't just throw people out of this match. He did cartwheels. He moonwalked. I mean, he was shucking and jiving out there because he knew that this match was not working. All Roman Reigns does is punch and kick. Punch and kick. That's it. And let me tell you, it was okay when Austin did it because he was goddamn Stone Cold Steve Austin. Reigns is not Stone Cold Steve Austin. Plain and simple. So that was another huge miss for me. I thought the match was just awful. We did get all the cartwheels and stuff, and that was entertaining. Good job for Jericho. And that allows Roman to John Cena Rusev for the win. At least Jericho was entertaining, but it's kind of sad that he had to go to those lengths. So for that segment, for that match, yeah, that's what I give it. That's what I give it. Backstage, one of my positives, my highlights of the night was Y2J and Stephanie, man. This is Stephanie at her best. When she interacts with Chris Jericho, they're able to get so much out of each other. Stephanie is really good. When she goes to the crazy place where she screams and screeches, it's unbearable. But when she's controlled and she talks to people that she has a really good chemistry with, like Chris Jericho, some magic happens. She is really able to do great stuff. So good job for Stephanie. I like the backstage segment. A lot of things were said, and there was some possible setups. I like that. So I was really, really happy with that segment. So a positive. Holy God. There's not going to be a lot of those tonight, but that's a positive. So no fart. It's a good thing. Next up, we got Brie Mode. Brie Mode, yes. Again, the only diva who could work, apparently. No, not work. That's the wrong word. The only diva they'll book, apparently. Brie is in there against Natalya. She's alive. Oh, my God. It's amazing. Natalya's alive. It's incredible. And apparently, Paige is her friend again. Well, it's getting close to Total Divas, folks. Total Divas premieres this week. Got to make Paige a face. Only way they can sell the show, right? Everyone has to be good, guys. Short match, Natalya hooking the sharpshooter for the victory. It's good to see her get a victory, man. It's good to see her get a win. It's good to see her in there. And that's great because I love Natalya. Jesus, I love Natalya. And I'm glad that she's back. I'm glad that she's doing her thing. It's unfortunate that they only book her one way. You know, it's like, okay, go in there and beat up Brie. Everybody else does. Hopefully, Natalya will have a very positive 2016. I got really excited after this because the drawing for the Royal Rumble is back. Holy crap. Or at least so for about 2 seconds, I thought it was. But I should have known why the stupid drum was there. I should have known. Should have known. But I didn't know. I didn't see it. I didn't think it was possible what was about to happen, but it did. That's okay. That's okay. Once again, holding out hope, right? Maybe the drum wasn't for what it would be used for, but it was, and we'll talk about that in a second. Then we got the Dudley Boys kicking off like the first of, like, it felt 17 tag matches tonight. Team 3D again with Ryback against the Wyatts. I can't watch this match anymore. I can't watch the Wyatts and the Dudleys and one of their tag team partners. I can't do it. I'm tired of it. That being said, things to take away from it. Bray looks like he is in the best shape of his life right now. It looks like. And I think that has to do with him getting a major main event push. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. The WWE is like, hey, you want to be a serious guy? You got to get this stuff together. You got to take care of the midsection. And it looks like he has, because I got to be honest, my God, Bray Wyatt looks like he's lost 30 pounds. 25, 30, 35 pounds. He looks like he has lost it. He looks great. He looks great. And now, knowing what we know at the end of the show, it makes even more sense. So, the crowd is absolutely dead, and that would basically stay that way for the rest of the night. The Wyatts get a win in a very, very meh match. Very meh at best. Then we get Big Show versus Heath Slater. Loved the promo by the Social Outcast. I was really hoping for something really good out of the Social Outcast here. And boom, it's over. The streak is over. Their win streak is over. Big Show buries all four. What the fuck? Take the last 2 weeks of momentum. People are liking the Social Outcasts. It's working. The Social Outcasts are working. And what do? They have Big Show, of all people, bury all four of these guys. And look, I don't like to be the guy that says, they're getting buried, and he's getting buried, and this is buried. And no, this is burial. When the Big Show buries four guys who have been on an impressive run the last couple of weeks, because what a burial means is to take away all momentum of an act and put it to somewhere else in a lot of ways. And Big Show, for some reason, he's the guy. Makes absolutely no sense to me. It's a shame. They could have done something really big with Slater getting the victory over the Big Show. How cool would that have been? They want the Social Outcast to trend worldwide. That's how they had to do it. All they had to do was have him get that victory, and I guarantee you the Social Outcast would have shot up there. I don't know what to say. Upsetting. After that, Stephanie looks like she just sicked the League of Nations on Y2J, which would come into play later on. Next, we have the Royal Rumble order pick. Oh, my God. Children. I don't know what to say about this. The Royal Rumble pick segment. One of the worst segments I've seen in a very long time, because we've seen this before. There are times when Vince comes out recently, and you can point to the last couple of weeks, the last month. Vince has come out sometimes, and he's been lucid, he's been really good, he's been solid. And then there's times like tonight where he seems like he just didn't take a pill or something. And he's out of it. He seems like a legitimate 70-year-old man, probably because he's 70 years old. But it's so frustrating because I think there might be something wrong with him. Because he looked lost, he looked confused. I don't get it. I don't understand what is going on. A couple of weeks ago, Vince was great, and now, boom. But he's had this. And this was just completely a wasted segment. No shock to anybody. Reigns gets picked number 1, and then they show that it's rigged. It's stupid. And you know what? Not to put too fine a point on it, it was fucking pointless. Pointless. I hate being this negative on wrestling shows. I really do. I like to try to find as much as I can to say, you know what, there's something. It's like I'm climbing a mountain and I'm looking for that next handhold. I'm getting that handhold, you know? Vince has got these gigantic arms yet he can't open a ball. I don't get it. I don't get it. Charlotte comes out next. Becky and Tamina. Oh, God. What the hell was Becky wearing? Tamina is so bad. I don't think that there is any question anymore that Sasha's definitely hurt. People gave me shit when I said that, you know, a lot of reports are saying, a lot of speculation that she was hurt. People were like, well, she's saying she's not hurt, and you shouldn't say she's a liar. I never said she was a liar. I just said all logic seems to dictate that she's hurt. And the fact that they put Tamina in this match kind of tells me I might be right. Seth Woods up in the check. Can you shout to me? Sure, why the hell not? Never seen you before. You get a shout. Robert Legend, Dark Wolf, Jay Davis, Real Talk Metaphor Messiah, the guy who did the song that you heard at the beginning of this show off his brand new album, Black Mozart. And what you heard today was Best in the World. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. But yeah, like I'm saying, Tamina is, I don't get, why not have Naomi? Is Naomi hurt too? I don't understand it. I don't get it. But Tamina was just horrible. She's 38-39. It's time to end this. End it. Come on. Really? There's nothing. There's not a guy for a girl. A girl from NXT that they can bring up something. I mean, come on. It's bad. However, after that terrible match, you know, Becky got a really nice finish. She put that disarmer in a really nice way. I like that. Then she did her best promo since she's been up in WWE. Her best promo since she's been in WWE. She goads Ric Flair into getting his daughter to agree to a match for the title at Royal Rumble, and he does. Charlotte does not look happy. Boom, looks like they have planted the seeds for the Flair breakup, because I think Charlotte is losing this match and gonna lose the title. I think it's time for Becky to get hers. Time for Becky, the age of the Becks. We'll see what happens. Next, we get Kalisto and Ambrose versus Del Rio and Sheamus. Kevin Owens on commentary. This was by far the best night of the match. By far, best night of the match. Loved it. Loved this match. Loved Kevin Owens on commentary. I thought it was very well done. Kevin Owens is gold no matter what he does. Jesus, but this was a great match. Solid. Everybody worked really well. Yes, even Del Rio and Sheamus. Yes, everybody was good in this match. I didn't think there was anything that made me want to kill myself. Kevin Owens, the way he buries people and stuff, the commentary, it's just fantastic. So, pretty good stuff. I thought it was the best segment of the night, and I needed that for my own edification. Please give me something to give me that next handhold in the mountain, you know? Next, we got Francesca. She got a funeral. Woods is legend. Plain and simple. Because you know why? Because his line, what would Francesca want me to do? Eat hella Chipotle and defile Jericho's bathroom. Woods is the man. Give us more Woods and less anything else. How about that? Jesus H. Chrysler. After that, we got Jey Uso versus Big E. Nice match. Lots of back and forth. Big E gets to win. Not a lot to talk about, but it was decent. Not bad at all. After that, for some reason, not for some reason, it's Martin Luther King Day. Happy Martin Luther King Day. I don't know how you say Happy Martin Luther King Day other than Happy Martin Luther King Day. Titus O'Neil, R-Truth, Mark Henry, and Neville. A little bit of unity. I can't believe I just did that. Versus the Ascension, Stardust, and Tyler Breeze. This was an ugly match, man. They tried to get cute with the finish, and Titus threw Breeze over Henry. but they are giving Neville more wins, and that's a good thing. We already talked about the highlight reel, so we've gotten through the notes. Let's get to the calls, man. I'm giving this show, I'm telling you right now, 3.5. 3.5. Terrible show. Terrible show. Not happy, not excited about the Royal Rumble whatsoever, but there's a little bit of intrigue with Bray Wyatt. Let's take some calls now. Let's open it up. You can call on Skype at David Vancura, DAVIDVANCURA, or use the number 702-751-2902 and get your voice heard. I want to hear that shit. Go ahead and let's hear from you guys now. Let's start with Pittsburgh Boy. Pittsburgh Boy, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Yeah, well, now I know Reigns isn't winning the Rumble.
Oh, well, I still don't know if that's a lock or not.
I say it's either going to be Wyatt or Lesnar.
Well, look, they put the Wyatts over heavy. They put the heels over heavy. So more times than not, that means the face is going to win. So I don't know. But if they do decide to take the belt off of Roman Reigns, well, it's fucking justified because Roman Reigns was awful. And it's
not his fault. It's creative.
His match. That has nothing to do with creative. He did nothing in his match besides throw punches and kicks and a really awkward neck breaker. The guy can't work, Pitt.
Yeah.
Pitt, the guy can't work. He's just not that talented. I've given him every opportunity. He's just not. Look, I understand where you go every time I bring up his name, and it's to this place right here. You go to your happy place, and I understand it, that this is your happy place. This is what gives you motivation to go on. I get that. But you've got to start understanding the fact that there is something wrong with the potential of Roman Reigns. It's called it's not there. There's nothing defensible about this guy. Nothing.
Are you upset about him being entry number one or something?
No, I'm not upset about it. It's just I saw it coming. You heard me say that this was going to happen, and it was the worst decision that they could do because this tells me that they still have not.
Fault.
What's that?
That's creator's fault right there.
It's partly creator's fault, but you got to still do the best you can with the time that you have in the ring. If I'm having bad creative, and you know this is true about me historically, you can have bad creative, but if the wrestler comes in and performs in the ring, all's forgiven. And I can give you a great example of a guy who's been terribly booked, but got himself over with great ring work, and that's Cesaro. We see it happen with wrestlers who get themselves over by improving in the ring. You can't just throw punches and kicks and not improve anything else in your repertoire and expect that to be enough when you know creative is not doing you any favors. He's got nothing. He shakes his head like a goddamn monster.
That spear he did to Lesnar.
What's that?
It seems like everyone loved that spear he did to Lesnar.
The spear was fine. The spear was perfectly fine. But, I mean, what did it mean after that? He got up and shook his head. He shook his head really well. That was it. Then Lesnar got beat up by the Wyatts. So, I mean, what are we talking about?
I just have a bad feeling with Reigns now. I'm worried for him.
You should be.
I think
he sucks.
He's being screwed.
You should be, because he sucks.
He does not suck.
He's awful. He is not getting better. There's no more defending him. We're seeing the awfulness. You have to start acknowledging the goddamn flaws. And if you don't want to, that's fine. No, you know what? You don't have to acknowledge anything. You can continue to go on your fantasy world. That's completely fine. And we know where your fantasy takes you. It's right
what
here.
Fantasy world?
Here's your fantasy world right here. Because you want to get Superman punched right in your love box. I don't.
Oh, my God.
I'm tired of this. It's time to move on. So I'm hoping now that he's going to lose the title. Give it to anybody else. Give it to Heath Slater. Give it to you. Give it to you. But this shit has got to end. It's got to end.
You really think that?
Holy shit, we got ourselves a first donation of the night. Bear donated $10. Dave, I finally figured out there's no way someone like Reigns can like Reigns that much. Pittsburgh is a troll. This is interesting. I didn't get to read the rest of that. Let me go. I got to read the rest of that because that was juicy. That was some fighting words thrown out by Bear. I love it. Let me see here what he says. I want to see this. He says, And thank you for the $10 donation, Bear Bear. I very much appreciate that. He says, Dave, I finally figured out there's no way someone can like Reigns that much. Pittsburgh is a troll. He has been trolling chat all night. Throw him over the top rope and put him on timeout. Damn.
What the hell?
People have some very strong feelings about you, Pittsburgh.
So you literally think
You seem to upset people tonight, buddy.
You think Reigns' future is practically ruined?
What's that?
So you think Reigns' future is ruined?
Yes, because he's going. I can tell you why. Maybe not yet, but when he gets booed out of the building, it's done. It's done.
It's
over.
Bullshit.
It's over. He's getting booed. If they book him like this, number one with a bullet, and he starts Superman punching, throwing people, he's done. It's over. He's gonna get booed out of the ring for the second straight.
Okay,
year.
so what can they do? What can they do to keep him good and not get booed out of the building? What can they do?
I think I've said this a million times. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Bear Bear, I'm going to disagree with you. I don't think he's a troll. I think he believes this, and that's okay. He can believe it. I don't think you're a troll, Pittsburgh. I really don't.
I don't think I am either. Actually, I'm not. I know that for
It's your opinion. It's not a popular opinion, but it's an opinion nonetheless. All right. So, look, let me get some other calls, man. I appreciate you calling in, but this was a bad night for Roman Reigns, and it's going to be a worse one at the Rumble.
Shit.
Take it easy. Go back to your happy place, Pittsburgh, and we all know where that is. It's
right yeah.
There it is. There's your happy place. Let's take another call. 562. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Yes, my name is John Rogel. I was watching the World tonight. I was kind of interested in getting your feedback on the main event. I thought that when Brock Lesnar got attacked by the Bray family, it was kind of interesting how they attacked him and just beat the hell out of him. I never seen Brock Lesnar get beat up like that. It was pretty wild.
Yeah. It doesn't happen very
I
often, does it?
You see that? No, not at all. I almost felt sorry for him a little bit. The way he was getting pummeled.
I don't know about feeling sorry for him, but yeah, it was weird. I know it's coming, by the way. You can go ahead and drop the act, but that's fine.
What's that?
Well, I know it's coming. It's okay. You got anything else for me?
No.
You sure?
Yep.
All right. Well, I appreciate the call.
Okay.
Have yourself a good night. And yeah, I agree with you. It sucks that he got beaten up like that, but I don't know. At least he didn't just dominate everybody, right? So it was a little something different. So I don't know.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
I look, I think he held restraint, but I'm pretty sure that was the troll. You guys know who the troll is. Pretty sure that was him. But you know what? If it was him and he restrained himself and didn't cuss me out like he always does, if it wasn't the troll that it always is, I apologize. I apologize to you, sir. But hey, I'm wary. Go back and watch the other shows and you'll know what I mean. Scotty, you're live with Dead on Dave. What's going on?
My man, how you doing, Dave?
Pretty damn shitty after that Raw, buddy.
Yeah, I missed it actually. I
only
caught I know. I heard you give it like a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, it was bad, man. It's even worse because it's a go-home show, and it's go-home shows don't matter as much as they used to, but still, I feel like they have an opportunity to really do something big, and then they just do nothing. The only thing that I'm looking forward to for the Rumble now is who's going to show up when AJ Styles makes his debut. The Last Man Standing match. The Royal Rumble in and of itself, I think there's a bunch of smoke and mirrors here. Brock Lesnar beating up everybody last week. The Wyatts getting the victory, or not the victory, but beating up Brock Lesnar this week. I think it's all smoke and mirrors because Triple H is going to be entrant number 30, and I'm starting to believe he's going to win this belt, and it makes me sick.
Yeah.
That's the way they're going.
I caught the very end of Raw. I actually enjoyed the very end.
I did too.
I mean, yeah, so, but I do agree. I think Triple H is coming in 30, and we've already seen this, play over before. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm actually intrigued a little bit by the Rumble this year. Last year, I thought it was terrible. I was really disappointed with the Rumble last year.
It's the worst book match in the history of wrestling. Last year was
you
the
know,
worst book match in the history of wrestling.
It was absolutely terrible. Would you have like Big Show and Kane in like the final 3 or 4? I mean,
They
what
just
the
wiped
fuck is
everybody
that?
out. It was horrible.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm hoping with, Brock and maybe some NXT guys, maybe we get something going for this Rumble. So, I mean, I'm a little more hopeful this year.
I am too overall. I mean, I think the match should be better. But unfortunately, with the things that we're seeing with him being number 1 overall and these type of things, unfortunately, it really looks like it's going to be this type of situation where they're going to book him this certain way, and it's just going to be awful. I got a feeling. Ugh.
Now, did you say that there's going to be a last standing match at the Rumble?
Yeah, last man standing between Dean Ambrose and Kevin Owens.
Okay, see, I missed that. That's all right. I like to hear that. That's great.
That should be good.
I don't really have anything else for you because, like I said, I missed Raw, but I just wanted to call in. I like supporting you, Dave. You really helped me out. So
I appreciate that, man. I really do.
And I caught the very end of Raw, so I figured I could add a little something.
Well, Scotty, go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you, man. You got a growing YouTube channel, and like you said, I've tried to help you with it as much as I can, which is not much, but even though it's Google Plus and it will give you it's Google Hangouts, which gives you ear cancer, but that's okay. If your content's good enough, you should be able to overcome. But still, go ahead and let everybody know where they can find you.
You're talking to a 2-time cancer survivor, so cancer can't.
Well, now I feel like a
good.
douche nozzle. God damn.
No, man. I'm saying cancer can't take me down, so I'll take all the cancer I can, and I'll still kick its ass. But yeah, you can find me at Scotty D on the YouTube. You can look for Breaking Bergdahl. That's on Twitter and stuff like that. I'm still figuring everything out right now, how to promote it all and stuff. But, if you look for me on Twitter at DPO12S is how you spell it out. And thanks, Dave. I really appreciate it.
Well, good on you, man. I don't know how you say congratulations on beating cancer twice, but you know what? That's inspirational, man. Cancer is rampant in my family, so it's nice to see people survive in this fucking shitstorm of disease because it's gonna kill us all. It's gonna fucking kill us all. So, but maybe not you. You've got like cockroach DNA where cancer just can't, it bounces off you.
Maybe I can win the last man standing match.
That's right. That's right. Hey, Scotty, I appreciate the call, buddy.
All right, you too, man.
Take it easy. Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me do it in my van every Sunday. She says that she's in church, but she doesn't go. And she's on her knees, and Scotty doesn't know. All right. Matt J., you are live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
2 out of 10.
Yes. I agree.
This was, oh my God. I don't even know what to say.
And my rating is basically this. It's that with a side of, oh my God, just horrible. That was my diarrhea. That was my Xavier Woods eating Chipotle and defiling Chris Jericho's bathroom.
Yeah. This was one of the worst. Now, I haven't seen every Raw, but this was one of the worst I've ever seen. This was bad.
I don't know if it's one of the worst I've ever seen. I think because of its importance of right before a pay-per-view, I think it does put a greater effect of terribleness on it. I don't get it, man. I don't understand it. It just seems like they don't give. I know they give a shit. They're just completely blinded. I don't know. I can't explain why they do the things they do. What else do you think about tonight?
Well, the 2 things I liked, first of all, was Kevin Owens on commentary and the ending. That's it.
Yeah.
Everything else
I like the interaction between Y2J and Stephanie as well. They're always really good together. I like that. There wasn't much else. Those were my 3 points that I gave it right there.
And also, so much for Lesnar and Owens. It looks like they're not doing that.
It certainly doesn't. It certainly does not look like it's happening. I agree with you. Unfortunately,
I just don't know what they're going to do with Owens for WrestleMania.
What's that?
I said I just can't figure out what they're going to do with Owens for WrestleMania.
Well, more than likely, he's going to take the belt off of Ambrose, it looks like, if I had to take a guess. And then after that, it's who knows? I mean, at this point, I don't know. They're just throwing shit at the wall and hoping to see what sticks. Maybe it's him and AJ Styles for the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania. That's acceptable. I would take that.
I'm starting to lean towards Ambrose retaining and then doing Jericho versus Ambrose at Mania.
Oh, God. They seem
I
to
don't
have
wanna
a pretty
see that.
heavy tease between Y2J and Brock Lesnar. Maybe that's what they're doing with Brock Lesnar this year. Brock Lesnar and Y2J. Maybe that's a possibility.
I could also see Lesnar and Wyatt, too, after what happened tonight.
I could too, but I got a feeling my new pick, if it's not going to be Roman Reigns, Triple H, but Bray Wyatt is. I'm starting to think that there might be something here.
Can you imagine the pop he would get if he won? Oh, my God.
It would be pretty far. It would be a
Insanity.
huge pop. I agree.
It would be awesome, but if I had to pick, I'm going to go with Triple H winning.
More than likely, unfortunately, I think that there's a good possibility of that happening. Unfortunately, we'll see. Final thoughts. I got a bunch of calls I got to get to.
Final thoughts. This was a waste of 3 hours, and I struggled to stay awake for the last half of it. It was terrible.
Agreed. Well said, young squire. Have yourself a really good night. Thanks for the support, man. I appreciate it. Go tweet about that you're listening to the Copious Fat Man, all right?
Will do, man.
Take it easy, buddy. Matt J, everybody. Matt J. Let's see. Let's take another call. 289. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Oh, Bear donated $5. Dave, something has to be done about Pittsburgh. Oh, my God. He's going on a rant about Pittsburgh, boy. He thinks there's something seriously wrong with Pittsburgh, boy. Bear, look, it's a chat thing. I'm not going to tell him he can't watch the show. I appreciate your concern over the guy, and I do appreciate your donation, Bear. Thank you for that. Something is wrong with Pittsburgh, though. I agree with that.
Hey.
Go ahead, 289. What you got?
Don't you think that was a little disrespectful what you just did to me, boss? You know, I'm trying to call in, try to talk a little wrestling with you, man. You kind of cut me off there, man.
Yeah, I can do that because it's called I'm a host of a show. And I came back to you.
You know, don't be doing that to callers, man.
I can do whatever I want, man. I got a donation. Don't tell me how to run my show. You know what you get? You get thrown over the top rope. You get thrown over the top rope. You come here with attitude. I came back to you. Relax, buddy. Do you want something? Do you want to say what you want to say, or do you want to leave? Do you want to say what you want to say, or do you want to leave?
No, I'm good, man. I just want to, talk wrestling with you real quick, man.
No, you don't. You want to call me a cocksucker. I know what you're gonna do. You found an excuse. You want to call me names, so go ahead and call me names.
I'm just trying to call you and just talk wrestling with you, man.
Okay, well, let's talk wrestling.
You,
let's talk wrestling.
I know. I don't know how I felt about the matches tonight. You know, the way they set up Bray Wyatt there. What do you think the take on it was? You think Bray Wyatt takes a match?
Takes the match? What do you mean, the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, wins the Royal Rumble.
I think it's a good possibility. I don't know. I think there's three guys. It's Roman Reigns, Triple H, and Bray Wyatt.
Do you think, like, I don't know, there's a future match between Lesnar and Bray Wyatt there? I mean, I don't really like how that built up, but, I thought it worked.
I liked how it looked tonight. I think that there is something there where they could do it. If neither one has a belt going into WrestleMania, I think that's a good possibility. If Roman Reigns gets completely cast aside, which I think is a possibility if he gets booed out of the building again for the second consecutive year, I think it could be a possibility. And it wouldn't be necessarily a bad thing, would it?
Nah, I mean, I think it'd be an amazing match. What route would you think would be better? You think Kevin Owens versus Brock Lesnar at Mania, or would you like to see Bray Wyatt versus Brock Lesnar at Mania? What do you think would draw more?
Well, I've been advocating Kevin Owens and Brock Lesnar for a long time, and that's what I want to see. I think that's the bigger draw, but I'm seeing something out of Bray Wyatt I haven't seen in a long time, man. I mean, he's slimmed down. He looks really good, and usually when a guy goes through a physical alteration and they lose that much weight, it's usually for a reason. It's usually for a main event push, because that was probably the one thing Vince had against him. It's like, look, Chubsy, you got to get that down. I can call him Chubsy because I'm fat. You got to get that down, and you're going to get your push. And he looks great. He looks like he's dropped 30 pounds. He looks fantastic.
Yeah, man, I understand, man. I don't mind looking at Brock Lesnar, man. That boy, he got some body on him, man. He's fun to look at in the end of the day. So I wouldn't mind seeing him in the match at the end. And another side note is, are you fucking advocating?
There it is. There it is. There it is. I called it from the beginning, you worthless piece of shit. From the beginning, you worthless garbage bag. Get the fuck out of here. Look how badly he wanted to. He was like, let me talk for a while. And the cool thing is, he actually gave me a great segment of talking. Look at him. It's fantastic. Thank you for just feeding my show. It's great. To Bear Bears, he paid $5. His whole comment needs to be read. Dave, something has to be done about Pittsburgh. It took SF Boy getting blocked, and I guess leaving the channel for good. Not sure. But I finally have people with me on the idea of him being a troll. He even has Terry under mind control, Dave. Bear Bear, I don't know what to tell you about this, man. It's a bad situation. I like Pittsburgh Boy. I don't think he's a troll. I just think he's a weird guy. We've seen in his mind. We know where his mind goes. So you shouldn't be surprised. We all know where his mind goes. It goes right here. And anybody who has this written in their journal, it's a scary thing. It is. Let's take another call. 647, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got? All right, 647. Thank you for that. Ed Rage Hardy, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Hey, Dave. Oh my goodness, shitty robot.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
I don't want to just sit here and hate fuck Raw though. It's boring. You can only say that a Raw sucks so many ways, but
yeah,
it did. It sucked.
Listen. I didn't even really pay attention much, so I only know what happened at the end and the beginning, because I was just playing Fallout 4 fucking
better use of your time. Better use of your time. You made the right choice. Crawl out to the Fallout because get away from this goddamn show, because this show was a bomb. It sounded like this. That's what the bomb sounded like. It was a fart bomb. It was horrible. Ah, my God. I hate fucking Raws. I want to be more productive. I want to be more critical and critically thinking. I want to have conversations about Raw. But when it's this bad, it's really hard to do so. So I just want to start going Ric Flair and taking off my clothes and elbow dropping my jacket and going crazy, because that's the only way you can possibly make this shit entertaining. But it's sad. What you got for him? What else you got from Mr. Ed Rage?
Listen, what I don't understand is why with the Bray Wyatt ending? For me, it didn't really make much sense.
No, you know what? I kind of like that. It was different. It makes sense just in the way that it was
I like the difference, but it's like it didn't make sense for me.
It did come out of nowhere. I referenced that earlier. That's the one thing where it's like, how seriously can you take him? How seriously can you take him when he just comes out of nowhere? But destroying Brock Lesnar gives you a little bit of, juice. Here's my worry. We've seen this in the past with strong factions going in the Rumble and dominating for long periods of time, and they make for boring Rumbles. I think the most obvious one, it was CM Punk's Nexus, the new Nexus thing that he did, where it was so boring. They sat for minutes at a time. It was so boring. And I'm afraid that we're going to get something similar to that. And I hope that's not the case, but we'll see, man.
Oh, God, I hope not. I was a huge Nexus fan, then CM Punk took over.
Yeah. I don't know. What else you got from me, Ed Rage? I got a bunch of calls tonight.
Man.
You didn't watch a lot of Raw, so you don't got a lot to say.
I really can't have anything to say other than the fucking Big Show burning the jobbers.
I'm so mad about that. I really am. It's like, seriously, you're going to have Big Show take out these guys who was really starting to build something. People like them, and then boom. It would have been a nice thing to see Heath Slater beat the Big Show. You would have got them trending. There would have been something there for these guys. Now they're just
He's a giant. You just don't understand, Dave. He's a giant, damn it.
He's a giant. That's
Come on,
right.
Don't you know
He's
that?
a giant.
He never says that on the mics. That's why he has to show it.
That's right. You can't possibly see the fact that he's a giant. No, let's have him blow everybody out of the goddamn order because he's a giant. No. I appreciate the call, Ed Rage, man. What's your rating on the little bit that you saw?
Let's just I'll give it a 1 because I didn't see shit.
Fair enough. Ed Rage Hardy, everybody. Hey, thanks for calling, buddy. Joe, you're live with Dead on Dave.
We suffer a lot from both.
Hello?
Joe, turn your shit down, man.
My bad, man. What's up?
You called me, man.
Yeah, true. This is how I usually start conversations. But
Yeah,
okay.
well, you need to find a better opener.
True. Okay.
We're stuck in like old Budweiser. True. What you got for me, Joe? You're about to get thrown over the top rope. Let's not do that. Let's get on a good start here.
Yes. Okay, with the Lucha Dragons, do you think that there is done because what they did with Kalisto being the champ and how they kind of got a rivalry going with the Rio? Or you think, like, the Lucha Dragons are still the Lucha Dragons?
Well, it's interesting. I think they took an opportunity with Sin Cara being hurt, and he's going to be out for a while, it seems like. It's not going to be a quick thing. He take an opportunity, and he comes in there, and he does some good things with Del Rio. He's got a decent rivalry going. It should be good. And if he falters down the line, you can always put him back. If they change his theme music, then there might be something. If he becomes the Lucha Dragon, then, there's a good possibility they're done. But as of right now, I think it's still up in the air. I got to let you go. I can't have all the background noise, buddy.
No problem.
Take it easy,
there's
man.
one thing though that I saw from your shirt that there's a video that's got something restaurant related that you should react to that is funny as hell.
Okie dokie. Thanks, Joe.
So yeah,
I don't know what that last thing was, but okie dokie. 647, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Oh, Dave,
Okie dokie. 647, another 647. You're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Oh, Dave, I'm going to come every...
He called from multiple numbers. Unbelievable. What he wants to be famous that bad? 931, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Pretty much the same as usual, Dave. I got to say, Raw tonight, I don't know how I stayed awake through it.
If you did, you're a hero.
By the way, Dave, this is old school.
Oh, is it old school? Wow, all right, man. It's been a while since we hear from you.
I gotta say, my favorite part, honestly...
You sound like crap
Wyatt,
tonight, though.
I'm not using my laptop.
Oh, okay.
My
You sound
favorite
like you're
part
calling
tonight
from a
was definitely
1980s cell phone.
Well, you're not far off. It's a 2012 cell phone.
Well, that's actually pretty far off.
Tonight, my favorite part was easily Jericho and the Wyatts.
Jericho, the Ayatollah of rock and rolla. What happened to Jericho? Why did Jericho just leave? Did he get hit? I didn't even see him get hit.
Neither did I. We saw the League of Nations run in, and boom, Jericho disappeared like the Canadian he is.
Oh, hey, you be nice to the Canadians, man.
Hey, I love Canada, especially if Trump wins.
Oh, God. You'd be lucky if he does at this point. Can't do much worse. Can't do much worse. But this is not a political show. This is a wrestling show. What else you got for me, old school?
The ending with the Wyatts, I admit it came out of nowhere, but I really did like it.
I did too. Overall, that's the thing. I don't know how effective it's going to be, especially if they don't win. But I did like it. I mean, I like seeing them dominate Brock Lesnar like that. Because I was expecting Lesnar just to beast up and kill everybody. But he didn't. And it's always interesting to see Brock Lesnar take people's finishers. I did not see him taking Sister Abigail. That was interesting.
Well, and if they're deciding to keep this weird rivalry with Del Rio and Kalisto, they may decide to shift him towards more of a world title thing. And I admit it's kind of early for him.
Who? Kalisto?
I don't hate the idea. No, Wyatt.
Oh, yeah, I think it's possible.
I mean, him as a world champ would be kind of weird, but I think he could make it work.
Well, he can make it work because he has a team around him. He's got the ministry, you know. He's got a bunch of ham hocks around him where, yeah, it could work. They could be a dominant faction. You know what we haven't had in a long time? We haven't had a strong champion. We haven't had a guy who just wrecks people. We haven't had a guy, I mean, Brock Lesnar is the closest thing, but he only wrestled like 3 times during his 7-month reign. You know, I want to see a guy compete night in, night out. His monsters just destroying people. I want to see sacrifices. I want to see a Sister Abigail come out. I want to see craziness. That's what I want. I want absolute anarchy, because who could stand against the Wyatts? Maybe the Bullet Club. Maybe that's a possibility. I still see the Wyatts ultimately going face, though.
Personally, I'd like to see them do some, and I know this probably won't happen, like the old Ministry of Darkness crap.
That's what I just said, kind of. But yeah, I feel you.
But
I feel you.
no.
What's your rating for tonight, Old School?
I give tonight a 4.
A foe. Higher than me, man. I gave it a 3.5 or one of these. Yeah, that's what I gave.
I am pissed off what they did to the jobbers, though.
That was stupid. Pointless. I think I said that more tonight than I have any other fucking word. I said pointless about 17 times tonight. Pointless.
And they were getting over it, which is what didn't make sense.
Once again, pointless. But what are you going to do? Old School, I appreciate the call, man, as always. I'm going to get some other callers. I got a bunch more I got to get through. I appreciate it. Have yourself a really good night, buddy.
You too, Dave.
Go get to your hearse. Get to your hearse before sundown.
It is sundown.
I know. It sounded good. Shut up. See you later, buddy. I was about to take another call, but then he hung up. The call went away. About to take another call, and the call went away. Look, we got a lot of craziness going in the chat tonight. Not good. I don't like all the drama. So calm down. You guys don't got to fight with each other to get your jollies. Come on, man. Jesus Christ. Children, calm down. 323, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Fuck you.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, it's now they're just going to call in and scream. They're so brilliant. 917, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Yeah, how you doing? I'm coming everywhere. I gotta see.
This guy's got 1 million numbers. He's got 1 million numbers. It's all right. Now, unfortunately, I can't even yell at the guy no more. Now I just got to hang up on him real quick because he's so boring. He's so pathetic. His mother's going to be pissed when he finds out how many numbers that he's had. Bear donated $5 as founder and leader of the Answered Pittsburgh Boy movement. I will be here when I am put on timeout by the mod, who I am 100% convinced is under Pittsburgh Boys mind control. Bear, you know how much I love you, man. I don't know why you're on the kill Pittsburgh boy movement, but Excelsior, I don't know. Gun Cannon, you're live with Dead on Dave, and I know you're not a troll, so that's a good thing. What's up, buddy?
I'm posting a missing 3 hours of my life. Can somebody help me find that? What the fuck did I just watch?
Man, it was bad.
I think the positive that I got out of it is I think at this point we should just realize that McMahon is going through Alzheimer's.
It certainly seems that way, doesn't it? Like he's got something bad going on. Like tonight he looked like he was not lucid. That's the thing. He looked wrong. And I'm not even trying to be funny here. I'm dead serious. He looked wrong.
I was gonna say he just did not look like he was there. The wheel was spinning, but the hamster was dead.
Yes.
Holy crap.
Yes. Or greatly friggin' paralyzed. I don't know what the hell's going on. He looked ridiculous. Stephanie even made fun of it. Which, God. And then, I couldn't believe that when he finally opened the ball, she said, "Yay, you did it." I was like, that's hysterical. Stephanie was great tonight.
I was waiting for her to say, "All right, get his walker, put him back in it. We're gonna wheel him back to the bus."
You
Good
go
Lord.
back and you sit in your corner and you read this book, Dad. It'll be okay. I'm like, wow. I don't understand that. I mean, they did this before with him, but it was on purpose. When they blew him up, he was all senile and crazy, and then they blew him up, and then they dropped the storyline. But now it looks like it's for real. He looks every bit of a 70-year-old man, and it's kind of sad.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's just that one that kind of freaked me out. I did definitely love the Francesca tribute, and
Yes.
if Chipotle does not give Woods a sponsorship, they're missing out.
You know the funny thing about it? I'm really surprised he used Chipotle because they're closing every one of their stores because they had like a serious virus outbreak or something like nationwide, and Chipotle's in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, they had the big E. coli thing, and I know we've got one here in town, and they're like they're feared for their jobs. Like, yeah, you're not going to have one, but maybe actually it makes more sense for him to say that now.
True.
Thinking about it, if he's going to go and eat all that Chipotle and just
Defile Chris Jericho's back. That's a great line, by the way. That was a great line. I love Xavier Woods. I want Xavier Woods to be my champion. I'll tell you what, this might sound crazy, but if I was starting my own wrestling federation, Xavier Woods would be one of the 5 first people that I hired. That is a guy that you can build around. He's a great worker. He's a great talker. He can fill any role you could possibly have for him. He would be my guy. He'd be one of my first 5 guys to sign.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the Defile was a great one. I was almost waiting to hear him say upper deck is toilets. That would have been great. I loved the Natalia. I liked the Natalia match. I thought that was okay.
What
could have
match?
done a lot. Okay. All right. I like the fact that Natalia got a win, and we all had to listen to Bree scream like an idiot.
I liked seeing her. That was nice to see her. It's good to know she's alive.
Yeah,
but there was no match. It was 45 seconds. It was, and most of that was Brie Bella kicks.
I'm telling you, go check out Natty's Twitter page. Oh my God!
Why?
The
what
pictures.
happened?
The Twitter pictures that she puts up, or her
she's
Instagram.
Gorgeous. She's
gorgeous.
God. Natalia is absolutely gorgeous, and I love that new outfit that she wears, where like half of her body is see-through. I love that. It's great.
Yeah, Awesome. And the other Divas match, surprisingly enough, that was for me. It was some of the. I like the ending of the Becky Lynch match. I
love the ending. But Tamina is useless. And I don't like saying that. I feel bad because she got in late and she really it's awesome, but she is just horrifically bad.
Yeah, and I think I'm starting to get more on the Becky Lynch train. I mean, I went back and I watched a lot of her NXT stuff to see where she came from. The Irish jig dancing girl that came out in the shiny wrestling gear, and now she's the steampunk queen. Oh my God, I'll back her. I'm a big
fan. I love her, and this Charlotte thing is starting to wind down. You could tell, and Rick they just laid the groundwork for them to break up. Hey, check it out, man. I'm not going to throw you over the top rope. I want to keep you around because I'm going to take some other callers, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be trolls. So. Hang with me for a sec. All right?
I'll stick with you. All
right, hang with me for a minute. 818, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
My ball's on you.
There you go. See, I called it. 562, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Oh, man, Dave. We're just having fun with you tonight, huh, buddy?
You're not really accomplishing anything, though.
I mean, Dave, listen.
You know
We're not doing this out of hard. I want you to let me talk for a couple minutes.
I try to let you talk. Every time I let you talk, you go on tirades.
Anything. We're just trying to help you out, bud. I mean, come on, buddy.
Well, if you were entertaining, it would be helping.
Hey, listen. I think more people watch me take a shit than you got watching your show. So I'm just literally trying to help you, man.
Well, if you were entertaining, it would be helping. Because here's the thing. I like you. I think you're talented as fuck. I actually think you have some talent. But
do you think I'm like TV worthy?
What's that?
Do you think I'm worthy of like television? Like, should I get my own show?
Well, anybody's worthy of television nowadays. I think you got some talent. I think you could be rather funny. But you do the same shtick all the time.
Well, what do you think we did different? I mean, I feel like for the last month, man, we really hurt you. I mean, we're really putting you down, man.
You really hurt me. I had 100 people in here last week on both Raw and SmackDown. I've owned your face every time that you've called. How have you hurt me?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, not to compare apples and oranges here, buddy, but when we used to call Cronin, man, it was a little harder, which basically means more people were calling.
I mean, I don't know. You're calling from 27 different numbers, bro.
And you keep picking them up, but, I know who it is.
I just go in order. And most of the time I do know who you are, which is great. Here's the thing. You're never going to be able to actually affect me. If that's your, goal, I was in the United States Army for 10 years. I was with the greatest shit talkers on the planet. You really think anything you could say to me could hurt me?
But who are you talking shit to, little kids? The kids
No, only you. Only you.
You sound like what are you choking on cum?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to let you go since you have nothing of value to say. I appreciate your contribution, but get some new fucking shtick, okay? Get some new shtick.
Wow.
I had nothing to say. Nothing.
Wow. Apparently his parents didn't hug him at night.
Or
they still do.
Apparently his parents were brother and sister.
What did I say? Family tree never forked.
I'm telling you. We got another donation from Bear Bear, and greatly appreciated. This was a $2 donation from Bear Bear. I have a dream of equality in the chat, of no more corruption of mods, of no more judging others by the color of their pubes, of a new day, and of a free, non-controlled Terry. Hashtag equality, hashtag pube color, hashtag new day, and hashtag free Terry. Terry, you know how much I love you, but that shit's funny. That shit's funny. And I love you, Terry. You know I do.
All I got to say is, Bear Bear, what the hell? Where's my love? You're always in my stream.
Hey, real quick, everybody in the chat, I want to let you know something here. We're going to be doing Royal Rumble stuff all week. All right. So what I want you guys to do is hit me up and send me messages on Skype. Wait until I'm no longer on. Call in and give me your predictions. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to compile a compilation of all your predictions and play them at the end of the week on the prediction show. So make sure you guys do that, and that'll be great. We got another caller, good caller, not a dickbag. He's a good friend of the show. Michael Mendoza, you're live with Dead on Dave.
I don't know. Some people might actually call me a dickbag, so let's backtrack on that.
Well, I like you. You're not a dickbag to me.
With you. No, I'm just messing with you, man. What's up?
Just having a night, buddy. Having
my God.
Horrible Raw evening.
Crazy fucking night. And these fucking loser trolls calling every 5 seconds. The chat is going crazy. Fucking, I just blame Raw. Let's just blame Vince McMahon for all this shit.
Raw's the problem.
Let's blame the fact that Vince McMahon didn't take his meds before he walked out on stage. Jesus Christ.
He looked like he was
Poor Vince, man. Well, he was doing something tonight. Did you guys catch it when he was doing, I think Stephanie was announcing people that might get picked, and he was like, oh.
Yeah, he was saying who? He was doing the New Day thing.
He was doing who?
He was doing the New Day thing.
He was doing, man.
Who?
I had no clue.
Who? I'm like, what is he doing?
I was looking for the owl.
He was just, there was so many bad things tonight. I guess the only thing that I could somewhat defend is the New Day Francesca thing.
That was great.
And the end of the show was all right, but it was kind of like what you say all the time, Dave. Like, it's hard to defend the good things because it's just so many bad things. Like,
it was
too much.
The ending was entertaining, but it didn't make any sense. And that's the thing. It was entertaining, but it made no sense. None. Zero.
I mean, I want to be happy that they did something cool with Bray, but this is WWE. I mean, I feel like he's still not gonna win. I feel like they're just gonna fucking have him get thrown out. And I just don't. Yeah, it's like it's not gonna have any purpose to the Royal Rumble. I don't know, man.
You know,
I can't get behind it.
I read some interesting things about this AJ Styles contract. From what I understand, TNA made a late push to AJ Styles. Like, they offered him a lot of money. I'm hearing Ring of Honor offered a lot of money, even though there's reports that Ring of Honor offered him 6 figures, which is almost impossible because they can't afford that. And if they would have, I'm dead serious. Their other talents would have walked had he gotten 6 figures. But apparently there was a lot of money on the table. And from what I understand from a lot of people that are much more in the biz than I am, WWE came to AJ and just blew him away with an offer. Now, my question to that is, why now? He's 38 years old. Is there a possibility that AJ wins the goddamn Royal Rumble? And I'm starting to wonder. Look, I'm not putting any stock into this. I'm not saying that it's going to happen. But I'm starting to wonder if they're making this big of a push for these guys from New Japan, Ring of Honor, all these guys, Shinsuke Nakamura. What is the reason? I mean, where is this going? Is there a possibility of something bigger?
I don't know, man. That's a good question. It's a possibility, but I just feel like it's just Vince trying to take out the competition.
I don't know.
Just,
1 second.
that's
Derek
just taking the
Bradford
guys
says,
out.
what do we do to get our predictions to Dave? Well, you can do it a bunch of different ways. The easiest way is just to call me on Skype, David Vancura, DavidVancura, or use the number 702-751-2902. Let it go to voicemail and just talk and give me your predictions. You could also put it in any chat box. You can call in on the prediction show. You can go to Twitter, hit me up there. And wherever I get these, I'm going to compile them and I'll read them off. I'll talk about them or I'll play them if it's indeed a message. There you go. Doza, what else you got for me?
I don't want to talk too much about Reigns because I mean we could do that, a lot. But yeah, I mean I think my biggest. Yeah, go ahead.
I hope at Raw they just, when he walks out, they just look at him and show him a shovel and smile. Honestly, at this point, good Lord.
Yeah.
Oh God! See, my biggest problem with him is it's just him on the mic. He just doesn't bring.
That's the
anything
least
to the
of my
table.
issues. That's the least of my issues. He's so bad in the ring right now. He did nothing but punch and kick and spear. And then the one move he did was a goddamn swinging neck breaker that looked like one of the... It was so awkward. He's not talented. I'm really starting to understand. This guy is just not that talented. And I'm really disappointed. And I'm disappointed that WWE is going to stick with him. I don't know what to do. I feel really bad about this because I saw something in him, but he just doesn't look like he cares about improving. Someone take this guy aside. And I'm okay with the punch and kicks. Don't get me wrong. I've said that. Just punch people, kick people, and be a badass. But his punches look bad. His kicks don't look crisp. Nothing about him looks convincing. The only thing you can do at this point is turn him heel and turn him loose. That's
pretty much. It's hard to like the guy. I find it really incredibly hard to like him.
Yeah, he's completely unlikable.
I don't know why. It's just hard, man.
Unless you're Pittsburgh boy. And that's because of this. That's because we know his fantasy. And it's okay because this is where fantasies come alive, and that's okay.
You've got to get that song from Scrubs, "Guy Love," and play it every time that comes up. I swear.
It's guy love between two guys. Yeah, that's great. If I wouldn't get copyrighted on it, I would, but I'd get copyrighted on it. That's pretty good. Mendoza, what's your rating tonight, bud?
Oh shit! I'm probably gonna go with maybe a 3.5, something like that. I guess because it was just flat out boring, man. It was hard to get through. That first hour was brutal, man.
It was booty, son.
It was booty.
It was booty.
It was terrible, man.
That's pretty bad.
So I'll give it a 3.
I agree. Yeah, I appreciate the call, Doza. You're the man.
All right, man. You guys have a good rest of the show. Talk to you.
You too, buddy. Take it easy.
Yep.
Michael Mendoza, everybody. Michael Mendoza. Let's take another call. Probably a troll. 203, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Have you ever been sexually molested by...
Oh, God.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's so sad. It's so sad. Derek Bradford says he's not here anymore, Dave. He left and got tired of everyone's bullshit in the chat. I don't know how anybody can get tired of anybody. It's a chat room, guys. Pittsburgh shouldn't be getting mad at anything. Look, he riles people up. He knows he does. He knows he riles people up. And why anybody is taking anything seriously in this chat is beyond me. It's a wrestling chat room. This is the worst of humanity. Come on.
We are the scourge, folks. Come on. Let's at least have some sort of dignity. Come on.
We're the denizens of the 7th ring of hell.
I like to think I just visit hell here and there and have to go back to work claiming the souls of the damned, or at least the drunk idiots.
My mom has a vacation home in hell, so I have an in there. I know the doorman. I can get across the River Thames very easily, so that's good.
He says there's a nice liquor store.
Sorry. River Styx. My mythology's all fucked up. River Thames is an actual river, so good job, dickhead.
Hell is in England.
Yeah, well, let's see what the troll has to say. Go ahead, Trolley 808. Go ahead.
Hello?
808, what you got for me? You're live Dead on Dave.
Oh, yes. Well, first off, Dave, I just want to thank you again for your service. I can't stand these fucking trolls. And I don't know about you. Did you think that Uso and Big E match was a little stiff?
Well, Big E's always stiff.
Okay.
But I
that
like
just was
him.
brutal.
And the Usos aren't fantastic workers either. It was a little stiff. I don't know. No more stiff than usual.
Yeah, I ain't got much. Do what, Dave?
No more stiff than usual. But,
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just kind of wanted to call in. I don't know. I'm just a long-time listener, first-time caller. Didn't have much to say.
Well, I
Love
appreciate
you.
that.
All right, Dave.
Have a good one, buddy. 808, everybody. 808. I felt like something was coming there, but it never came, That was nice, though.
Yeah. I was going to say, that's a change.
I don't know. Felt like something bad was coming.
Considering 808 is normally I have no talent.
Let's see here. Sal is sending me some photos I have not looked at. Let's see what Sal has. He removed one too. I don't know why he removed it. Oh God. Sal.
Oh no.
Sal has made a graphic for Bear Bear, and it's only going to keep this stuff going. Apparently. I don't want to perpetuate this thing, but this is too good not to show. Let me take a quick call, and then I'm going to show this picture. 415, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Oh, man, how you doing?
I'm alive, brother. What you got for me?
I was wondering who you think is going to win the Royal Rumble.
That's a good question. I'm torn between three guys. Roman Reigns.
Who's that?
Triple H. And now Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt has entered the talk, I think.
Just solidify him. And they'd shit on Roman Reigns if he won, I believe.
And you know what? I think that might be time. It might be time to just shit on him completely. Because if he wins and they do it from the number one position, he's going to get booed out of the building for the second year in a row at the Royal Rumble. And that's just not good for this kid.
If he does win, I think he just needs to go heel completely and just shit on the fandom. So
it might be his only saving grace, to be completely honest. It might be his only saving grace. Did you like anything about
really
Raw tonight? Did anything pop your cherry tonight in Raw?
Man, not really. It was boring as fuck like usual.
Yeah, it was pretty bad tonight. I usually like to try to find a few things that are worth, salvaging. And there was a kind of. I like the Francesca, the trombone thing. I thought that was funny. I love me the New Day. I love some New Day. What's your rating tonight, buddy?
I'd give it a 5 out of 10. It was just terrible.
It was pretty bad. Higher than me, though, so that's good. That's good. Hey, I appreciate.
It would go on to taking champions. Is Xavier Woods not champion either?
They're all champions. They're all the tag team champions. They got the Freebird rules for some reason.
I don't think he's actually wrestled.
He does. He wrestles every now and then. Not very often.
They should just put a singles title on him because he's good.
He's great. I love him. I agree. I think he should be a singles champion. Hopefully in 2016 he'll get in the Intercontinental or U.S. Championship conversation with any luck.
I have one more question. You going to WrestleMania? You ever been to any WrestleManias?
Unfortunately, I've never been able to get to WrestleMania. The closest was the Las Vegas WrestleMania back in the day. That was the closest, but I ended up not being able to go. No, I live in Germany now, so unless they come over here, probably ain't getting to one.
Yeah, they should go out of states. It'd be good.
It'd be fun. I'd like to see him go to Wembley. That'd be fun.
Oh, it's awesome.
That'd be fun. Hey, I appreciate the call, man. Have yourself a really good night, buddy.
Thank you.
Take it easy. See, I'm not mean to all callers. Only the trolls. All right, so I teased you a minute ago, everybody, with a new picture from Sal, the copious graphics guru, because apparently he is leading the charge in helping Bear with his new venture. So here it is, Sal, Bear's anti-Pittsburgh boy movement joined today. This is just glorious. It has a big-ass bear in it and also an actual bear animal. Yes, I'm the other bear. Why does he have me wearing a Big Show hat? You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's all right. So there you go. Bear, that's because I love you. And apparently Sal loves you too. So there you go.
Enough to throw you in a graphic.
Right? You got a graphic, so you're doing something right. Sal found you worthy of a graphic. So that's good. Let's see if we're going to get another troll here. 239, you're live with Dead on Dave. What you got?
Yeah, how you doing, Drew? It's the shit show of a go-home Royal Rumble show, man. I can't believe it.
Agreed. I can't really hear you, buddy. You're really low.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
A little better, yeah.
Oh, sorry about that, but just a terrible go-home show. I mean, I feel like wrestling's not even trying no more.
Yeah, it was one of these. I don't know if it's they're not trying. It just seems like everyone's just on autopilot, and I don't know. It was a bad show.
That's basically what's going on here. I mean, you kind of got all these guys out there, you got all that talent, and they revolve it just around Roman Reigns, and I just don't understand it. And Brock Lesnar, I mean, those are two top guys. I understand it, but you got a lot of talent out there that you can use, and I don't understand why they don't utilize everybody. It's just one main focus.
No, that's a good question because there is a lot of talent back there, and they're just ignoring a lot of it. And now there's more talent coming in. So it's like, what are they going to do with AJ Styles? What are they going to do with Shinsuke Nakamura? What about the guys from NXT when they eventually come up? What are you going to do with them? Because you can't do anything with the talent that you have now. I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to get this situation out of the way so they eventually can go to these guys. I have no clue.
I mean, it's unbelievable. It seems like just everything's a joke. You got the New Day, it's a joke. You got the Outlaw, whatever the fuck you call them. It's like they're a joke. Everything's a joke wrestling these days. I understand they're trying to get to the children and all, but you gotta understand that there's people out there that I've been watching wrestling for 25 years now, and I ain't no kid. I enjoy my wrestling. I look forward to my wrestling. Go lose weight, you fat fucking piece of shit. You fucking lord.
Yeah. Knew it was coming. He's so sad.
He even had to throw the Southern accent on too.
Yeah, when he did the Southern accent, I knew it was coming. So I let the guy talk. And, the funny thing is, you could tell how much he loves wrestling. You could tell how much he loves wrestling. Because you can't just say the things that he's saying without having some love for wrestling. It's funny. I don't know.
Kids today.
Kids today. They got nothing better to do. I blame those handheld video games. That's what I blame. I don't know.
It's all their hip hop music and
the hip hop music and the hot pockets. You know what it is? They're not fucking enough. That's what's actually happening. They're not fucking enough. That's the problem. If these guys would concentrate more on going and getting pussy than calling in on shows and being disruptive, cyber vandalism is what they're doing. It would be a much better place, but nobody wants to fuck anymore. Everyone's scared of vagina. Everybody's scared of dick. Nobody wants to fuck. And we get people like this. It's awful. It's sad. It's a sad state of affairs. But you know what's not a sad state of affairs? There is some people who give me hope. And one of those is our caller now, Tony B, man. I don't know if you want me to use your full name anymore, so I'm going to just say Tony B.
I don't mind.
Well, Tony Barrasso, you want me to give your address out too?
At the moment, why not?
No, screw that. What you got for me, Tony?
Oh, of course. Oh, man, I give this Raw 2 or 3 out of 10.
It was bad.
It was bad. I'll give him this. The Ric Flair segment was really good. I really like that. Like Becky Lynch taking a shot, even though it's still planned. It was just still cool to, it was still cool to see. And the ending was different. It wasn't just like Brock Lesnar destroying. It was
different, but it was so random that it didn't matter.
It was pretty random, yeah.
It loses effectiveness. I liked seeing him take the Sister Abigail, though. I like seeing Bray
that
Wyatt
was
stand
great.
tall.
That's the first time it's ever happened. That's the first time it's
It
ever
was very
happened.
weird. Very weird. Hey, Gun Ken, I'm going to let you go, buddy. Thanks for hanging out.
Hey, not a problem. Have a good night, man.
You too, pal. Yeah, it was a weird one, Tony. It was a weird ending, but it was one of the most entertaining things that happened all night.
Good point.
What else you got for me, pal?
I have to say that I don't know. It was just like I feel like the rest of the show was just really lackluster.
Yeah, it was. It's because it was. You feel that way because that was reality.
The only thing that's saving it is Owens and Ambrose.
Yeah, but and they didn't even do much. You know, Owens was great on the microphone. That whole segment, that match was my favorite match of the night. That segment was my favorite segment because Owens is so damn good at everything he does. And the match wasn't that bad that Ambrose was in. So I don't know.
Did you hear about the rumor about AJ Styles actually not being at the Rumble? He's actually going to be at the night after.
It's a possibility, but I think he's done so much now. He's all but confirmed it himself. I think it would be a waste not to have him there. I would like to see him there. It'd be fun.
They think because the WWE is scared that they will get no reaction, but I'm thinking no, there's got to be.
He'll get a reaction. The WWE, if they don't have him there, it's simply because they want to outsmart the smarks. That's all it is. Because we're so sure what's going to happen, they want to be like, no, you don't know shit. So
Exactly.
I don't know. What else you got for me, Tony?
I think that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to sum up.
Well, I appreciate the call, my friend. You have yourself a really good night.
Hopefully I gave some hope to the show tonight.
Hopefully, some hope. That's all we need, right?
All right, have a good night, man.
Take it easy, Tony. Joining me now is my good friend, my co-host, when most of the time, my good buddy, Too Tall from XLT Live Podcast. What's going on, my friend? How'd your podcast go tonight?
What's going on, Dave? I was gonna go and pass out, but I saw you were still live, so I wanted to drop in and say hi. What's going on tonight, man? You feeling down or something? Like, what the fuck happened?
No, I'm not feeling down. It was just a bad Raw.
Oh, bad Raw. Yeah, that will get you down, though. Bad Monday Night's Raw get you down, you know.
Yeah, but you know that's right around 25, I stopped letting wrestling affect me. And granted, that's still pretty late. But now I don't let it affect me anymore. You know, like it doesn't affect my emotions because it's just wrestling. You know, but up until then, I was one of those guys who would, you know, jump off this couch. This is fucking bullshit.
Right. Oh man, I mean, I'm sick still. You know, like I told you, but
yeah, you sound like Booty, son.
Booty, but my show still went on. I almost died a couple times, but it still went on, and I wanted to say hi and see how you're doing tonight, man. See how everything is. Shit.
I'm living life, buddy. We got another donation, by the way. Bear donated another $2. Sal has seen the truth. You all can see the truth as well. Join us. Join the anti-Pittsburgh boy movement. Hashtag anti-Pittsburgh boy movement. Feel the power and follow the Bears. Thank you, Bear, for all your donations tonight, man. You've donated quite a bit, so thank you very much for that. Keep this channel running, folks. So I very much appreciate that. So what else is going on with you, buddy? Don't die on my show. That's bad publicity.
Do you take? It's going to be your fault, then. You know, it's going to be your fault. Dude, I think the Raw tonight, and I heard your show earlier today.
Yeah.
While I was trying to stay alive, and you said you were excited to see if there's, you know, you're hoping that Raw was going to be big tonight, something good was going to happen.
Yeah.
And I feel like every time we say something like that, it's the worst, and it gets worse and worse
and
worse.
Is it my fault? I feel like it's my fault.
No, I don't think it's your fault as much as it is fucking, you know, WWE. Like, they're the ones screwing shit up.
I feel like
they're
I'm
the ones
causing
fucking
it with
up.
my hopefulness. Like,
did you see the reaction to Roman Reigns getting spearing Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, I don't know. I don't know. It's tough to have Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar in the one versus all match where Brock Lesnar gets booed by being speared by Roman Reigns at the end of a pretty much casual crowd for the most part.
Yes, I would say very casual crowd.
Oh, I don't know, Dave. It's a little suspicious.
I don't know. I will say this. Roman got a poor reaction all night. he didn't get a good reaction at all tonight.
It's because he's terrible.
Yeah,
him and
I
his
agree.
terrible ass smile and his terrible mic skills, and he's not getting better. I don't like. You know what's sad is I know that he's fake smiling. Like that's the sad part. I know you're fake smiling. Like I know what you're doing. It's terrible. Like that's the worst part. You're so far away from doing anything right on the microphone that, or when the camera's on you and you have a microphone and your face is on the camera, that I know how bad you are at doing this right now. I know your fake smiles, your shaking of the head, and all this other shit that you do that's just over the top, no reason to do it. And he continues to fail, man. He continues every week. And I'm not saying you're the biggest advocate for Roman Reigns, but you've given some positives for him before, and it's taken me back. And I've thought about it. I'm like,
to be fair, I always preface that with a big if. If they book him correctly, if they do the right things, make him a badass, don't have him overly talk, develop his moveset maybe just a little bit more than just punches and kicks. And most importantly, he needs to work on executing the little things he does do in the ring to do them better. If he's able to do that, then yes, I'm in full advocation of Roman Reigns. Unfortunately, he doesn't do it, so fuck him.
Nope, he does not do it at all, man. Nope. It's terrible.
He's had moments. But they're getting
he's had great moments, but the next week or the 2 weeks afterwards, nothing.
They're getting fewer and farther betwin, and that's a problem.
Yeah. And it's
you
worse
can't have this going into the biggest season, the biggest part of the year.
Yeah. Dude, it's bad. And Vince McMahon's not helping. Stephanie McMahon, Vince McMahon. That segment with the Roman Reigns and the ball or whatever. God, that was awful. Like,
it's one of the worst segments I've seen in a long time.
It's so bad, and I'm supposed to believe, somebody said it on my chat earlier tonight. Somebody that, landed on Fitness Magazine or whatever can't open up a plastic fucking ball.
Right. No, I think that was legit. The way Stephanie was reacting. So. I think he really couldn't open those goddamn balls.
Somebody glued them in the back, like, fuck you for not giving me my day off today.
Yeah, it was Tyler Breeze.
Yeah, fuck you for screwing my career already.
Fuck you. You put me with Stardust and the Ascension tonight. Yeah. You put me with Stardust and the Ascension. Somebody get me the super glue.
Yeah.
It was weird. I thought Stephanie was good tonight. I thought she was great with Chris Jericho. She tried to save the segment with her dad. When Vince could finally open the ball and she went, "Yay, you did it!" I fucking died laughing.
Yeah,
I died laughing. Man. I'm like, oh, Steph. I feel bad for her.
Sad, man. It sucks. I mean, you know what? And here's my highlight. And this is out of everything that happened tonight, I don't care. Roman Reigns, Y2J, whatever. People have their highlights. My highlight tonight is Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch.
Not her match.
Killed it.
Not her match, but the
promo.
Yeah,
it's Brie Bella. Fuck that. But
no, she took on Becky Lynch. She took on Tamina.
No, Tamina. Same shit. Who gives a fuck at this point?
The finish, the way she put on the disarmer, and that promo.
That was the best part. Yeah, that was the best part. I agree. The finish that she put on Tamina, whatever. Oh yeah, the Brie Bella match was the Total Divas crap. That's right. I forgot.
That's right. Yeah, because Paige is now good again for some reason, and she's friends with Natalya.
I don't fucking. It's so stupid. The Total Divas garbage. But Becky Lynch's finish. I love that, the way she rolled into the disarmer, and then the promo. And she's like, "I'm not even going to talk to Charlotte. I'm going after Ric Flair."
That was great.
In his time, one of the best, if not the best, talker on the mic, and like a legend in his time, right? Like on the microphone, in the promos, like that's what people aspire to be, going after him. Oh, I love the fact that it got him fired up and everything. His face was like. It was awesome. And Becky Lynch killed it. Did not stutter, did not mess up her promo. She destroyed it tonight. She was the highlight of Monday Night Raw tonight. Absolutely a highlight. There's a reason I chose her and Charlotte to be on my thumbnal tonight. And that showed well tonight. I was happy about my choice.
No, I think that was a very smart choice, because you're right. She was that and Francesca. Francesca, to me, I love that. I loved it. I know some people don't like it because it's like, why does wrestling got to be goofy? Wrestling's always been goofy. We've always had factions like this that do weird, goofy things. They're not just being PG. I mean, hell, he said he was going to eat a bunch of Chipotle and defile Jericho's bathroom. What a great line. That's a good line. I love the New Day. My God.
Yeah, I agree, man.
But I'm with you. Becky was definitely awesome. She was awesome tonight. One of the really, really lone bright spots. Jericho, Let's talk about Jericho for a second. What the hell was he doing? Did he just see how bad the match was between Rusev and Reigns and decide, I'm going to start doing cartwheels? And why can't he do a cartwheel?
He can't.
Why
Maybe he
can't
was
he
high.
do a
Somebody said he was
cartwheel?
high. Somebody said on the chat that he was high tonight. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He was getting really weird, man. He was getting like the hand motions were all over the place. He did 2 cartwheels that were terrible.
He did the Oompa Loompa cartwheel from Willy Wonka. I'm 350 pounds. I'm crippled. I have nerve damage. I'm on a cane. I could do a better cartwheel than what Jericho did tonight.
It was weird. Maybe he did realize, like you mentioned, his match just blew that much. Like it just,
So
he's like, I'm gonna save this. He went over the top, and then Roman Reigns wins, and they cheer it. Like it worked. Whatever he did worked
I didn't hear a lot of
tonight.
cheer though. That's the thing. I mean,
At the end of the match, they cheered Roman Reigns, and it might have been in conjunction and in the mix of what Y2J was doing, and then Roman Reigns winning.
they didn't cheer him at the end of the night. They didn't.
No. They're like, who the fuck's this guy? Why is he out here? Who is this? Remember that time he was in that group, The Shield, and all he said was believe that and kill people. We loved him back then.
What happened to Jericho at the end? Did Jericho get hit or did he just dip out?
He just left. I think he just dipped out. He's like, I'm kind of done. I'm kind of done here.
Because
what is he going to do? Take a F5? Like, what is he going to do?
Hell, they all but teased him and Brock Lesnar. They actually put a tease in there. I thought that maybe this is what's going to happen at WrestleMania. At this point, why not say that? Because I have no fucking idea.
Nobody knows what's going on anymore. Everything's so backwards and upside down. Nobody knows what the fuck is happening, bro.
And I think that's the one positive of Bray Wyatt doing what he did tonight. Is it kind of?
And I agree. Like I said it tonight, and I agree what you just said, man. That I love, even though if it's the one versus all, the Roman Rumble, whatever you want to call it. I love the fact that they're giving you options. Like you're thinking, yeah, Roman Reigns is a pretty good favorite. Right, but now he's number 1 entrant, which everybody talked about. We've all predicted that, like WWE logic or whatever. He's number 1 entrant, and then now with Bray Wyatt out there, and Lesnar was down, and Reigns was down, and the Wyatt family looked very strong. You still have Triple H as the possibility of a return. There's a lot of stuff that's it's not like 3 weeks ago I was like, fuck, Roman Reigns is going to kill 29 people, and that's going to be it. Now I'm thinking to myself, even with Y2J in it, he can be a fucking wild card in that whole thing, and not to win it, but to at least eliminate somebody big.
There's a lot of wild cards. There are a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, they said some names today that we haven't heard being in the Royal Rumble. 2 of those being both Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose. Granted, it was Jericho who said that, or Heyman who said that, but still, I'm assuming both of them are going to be in it even after their match. They're wild cards. I still believe that AJ Styles is going to be in the Rumble. I know that there's starting to be some reports out there. I haven't seen them yet myself, but I'm starting to see, I guess there's reports that now he's not going to be in the Rumble and he might be showing up the next night. I think that's just smoke and mirrors because they might be pissed off at what he did at that live event after he wrestled Mysterio. When he all but said he was going to be in the Rumble. I think that might have pissed them off a little bit. But from what I understand, they're paying him a lot of money. And I got to figure they're paying him that much money so he could do something in this Rumble, have an impact. And I want to see him do something. He's a wild card. I mean, there's a lot of wild cards.
I agree, man. And I love the fact that it even though, and fuck, like 3 weeks ago I was saying this is going to be terrible, and I'm still on the fence about it. But like I said, I love that there's going to be. It's more than just Roman Reigns. It's just there's possible options. There's obviously Vince McMahon's pick, which is Roman Reigns, but there's also roadblocks in the way to getting to that. The payoff for Vince. So I love that, even though they booked the Roman Rumble, that they're giving like 3 or 4 different options that you might not. It just might come out of nowhere. It might happen. And I said this tonight, and people were like, "That's a good idea," or like they thought it was fucking. Somebody was like, "You're fucking high off your ass." But I said, "What if Roman Reigns gets thrown out by like 15 or 20, and then it just blows like the Royal Rumble out of proportion? It just completely flips everything upside down." And I also thought,
what if it's Reigns Lesnar 1 and 2, and Reigns gets eliminated before the third guy comes out?
Yeah,
that would be huge.
It would blow up fucking social media. Like it would blow up social media.
And that's one positive of Roman Reigns. If they want to eliminate him, there's no bad way to eliminate him. With Daniel Bryan last year, there was a proper way to eliminate him and a really bad way to eliminate him. They chose the worst way. Roman Reigns doesn't have that problem. You can literally eliminate him any way you want. You could have a fan come in there and hit him with a goddamn slapjack, and it wouldn't matter. It's not going to matter how he gets eliminated, and that's kind of a cool thing.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I like that idea and a possibility of that. That'd be nice. It would completely flip it upside down. Yeah.
I like that it's out there.
Or Roman Reigns can sit on the sideline, get thrown down through the middle ropes, and then like at 28 comes back in and destroys 4 people.
I see that happening. I really don't see him just going through everybody. I don't see them being that. I see it being Stone Cold Steve Austin, Royal Rumble 99, where he spent most of the Rumble out of the match. And then granted, Vince ended up winning the Rumble. And I think it was apropos that he actually mentioned that tonight, that he won that Rumble. Because I think that's the Rumble that we're going to see. And that's a lot of people's one of their least favorite Rumbles because it was really badly booked.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird. Another thing that bugged me tonight, this is one of the last things I'll talk about before we wrap this bitch up. Probably one of my most disappointing things was the Social Outcasts.
Yeah.
They've been built them. They're all about trending. They're a Twitter thing. Well, what fucking better way to make these guys trend and make them relevant than having Heath Slater beat the Big Show? Why have Big Show fucking kill everybody? What was that? That was a burial. Everybody wants to throw away the burial word all the time. He buried them tonight.
Yes, he did. He did it really quick, too.
Yes, he did.
And not only that, Big Show looks fatter and more out of shape than he's looked every time he comes back outside or comes back. He looks really bad. It just looks like he doesn't give a fuck anymore.
Because he doesn't. Because he doesn't.
It's time to retire, man. Just let it go, Just we got Braun Strowman now.
Right? Join a club of Mark Henry, Kane, and take Tamina with you as well. Bear donated $5 again. Once the anti-Pittsburgh boy movement has placed on timeout. This is a travesty. I demand action. Don't let the people continue to be under this tyranny. I got to finish what he said. I got to extend that so I can read it more. God damn it. Well, Bear's the only guy who talks forever when he does it, though. He puts these 1,000-word friggin' things out there. But hell, he donated $5. What am I going to say? Once again, the founder and leader of the anti-Pittsburgh boy movement has been placed on timeout. This is a travesty. I demand action. Don't let my people continue to be under this tyranny. Hashtag down with Nazi mods. Hashtag anti-Pittsburgh boy movement. High too tall.
All right. What is with this anti-Pittsburgh boy thing?
Bear. I love this guy.
Did I miss something with Pittsburgh boy?
Oh, yeah. He's pissing everybody off, and everybody's taking sides. And yeah, some people are like, leave Pittsburgh boy alone. Leave Brittany alone. And other people are like, fuck Pittsburgh. And so it's pretty. And Terry's at her wit's end. She can't take all the people, and it's a rough night in the chat, man. Nobody wants to be cordial. Can I have some decorum, please?
Yeah.
Because I don't matter. What do I matter?
Yeah.
We're just here for the drama.
The drama.
We had massive trolls tonight. We had the one troll, but he called from like 7 different numbers tonight.
Was one of them 817?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who that guy is.
Yeah, I think so. Well, he's got 50 different numbers. He's the one who always calls in, hey, you faggot, and all that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, you mean the guy that called in the other night when he was telling me he was going to, he was waiting for me to take his pants down or some shit?
Yeah, that guy.
That guy? Yeah. Whatever. Whatever.
I actually let him talk tonight. He has nothing to say. Gun Cannon, I'm making you a moderator. Terry, this has nothing to do with you, but I'm going to give you a little bit of help, and I trust Gun Cannon. Now Terry's mad at me. Pittsburgh didn't do anything. Yeah, Pittsburgh's annoying. He pisses people off. I love Pittsburgh. Don't get me wrong. He's great, but he's agitating as fuck. He irritates people, and he got people to be against him. Terry, I tell you this all the time. Don't buy into it. It's just a chat. Let them go. They want to tear each other down? Let them go. What do you care? What do I care? Let them go. It's a wrestling chat.
Yeah. Jesus, man. I don't know. It was that bad tonight. Fuck.
Oh, it's pretty bad. It's dramatic.
They're going crazy tonight, man.
It's
Fuck.
going down. We're yelling timber.
Yeah. Hey, I see you got your pop filter, man. Congratulations on that guy there.
Dude,
looks nice.
Between the pop filter and the new shock mount thing, I think I sound like 100 times better.
Yeah, it's
I never
actually
thought I
not
sounded bad, but it sounds really clean now.
Yeah, I mean, it's not picking up anymore. It's not picking up your voice bouncing off the walls as much as it used to.
Yeah.
Like you don't hear that. Like sometimes your voice, if you were louder, it would bounce off your walls where you're sitting, and you can hear it. And now you can't really.
That's awesome. I'm really happy about this because that thing that I built, that monstrosity of engineering that I built, was not going to get the job done. So. But this is great. And you know what? For those of you who are trying to set up your own podcasting thing at home, and I get a lot of people who try to get to, like, I want to do podcasting. What do I do? This right here is a great investment, and it cost me $17 for this pop filter and this shock mount. $17 online. You could buy them. It's a great investment. Or you can go more high tech and get what Too Tall has, and the modulators and vaporizers and
vaporizers, like that's part of it.
Tube radios and electrodes.
Do you like my voice?
And
Sounds good
and all
tonight,
that
right?
Good stuff. Synthesizers.
I think I sound much better. I actually did a bunch of tweaking. I think aside from me being sick, I think it sounds fucking even deeper and better now. I fixed a lot of shit. But like aside from me being sick, I think the microphone sounds so much better than last time we talked.
You sound sexy when you're sick. I mean, sexy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna start doing my whisper bit again that I did on the Pokemon thing the other day. It was fun. Where I just get everybody put on your headphones right now, and let me get in your ears. Can you feel me as I enter your mind, the deep recesses of your mind? I want to do a goddamn app for GPS like that. Turn left here.
A bunch of virgins are going to be fucking.
Turn around.
All the virgins will be crashing their vehicles into the walls and shit.
Well, what I want to keep going like turn left, and then next right, and then I want people to like be trying to like I can't fucking hear, and they're putting their ear closer, and then I'd be like BAM!
Oh, fucking
It's a good time. Well, we are approaching the 7:00 hour in the morning here in Germany. That means my daughter is about to be getting up. So I think it's a good time to wrap this bitch up. Too Tall, you got anything final for all the kids out there?
Not really. I mean, thanks for watching Dave's show, man. All his new subscribers, building. Congratulate on Dave actually having his podcast in the right genre.
Pretty happy about that. Thank you for setting me in the right way.
And thank you all who support Dave's show, man. It's awesome.
What I want you guys to do is make sure you go give my good friend Too Tall a listen as well over at XLT Live Podcast. He's unbelievably talented. He's unbelievably funny. He's a great guy, and I love him. That's right. I love him. So go check him out. XLT Live Podcast right here on YouTube. I believe I got his information in the description box. So go check that out as well. And give him a listen, and then determine if he's worth your subscription. I think he is. So, Bear, thank you for all your donations tonight. Thanks for everybody for calling in. We had a ton of callers. Evil Fire God, sorry I didn't get to your call tonight. Just bad timing. Every time you tried to call, I had people on, and now I'm leaving. So, but I appreciate you guys listening, watching, subscribing, and sharing, and all that good stuff. So make sure you're with me. This is going to be a hell of a week. We got Royal Rumble stuff. We got video game stuff. It's exciting. We got some new video game stuff coming for you too this week. And then, of course, the Royal Rumble itself. So I'm excited. Guncan, thank you for you rambling for 20 minutes with me as well. And thank you for being a good moderator there. You happy, Guncan, and Jesus Christ? All right. Everybody's needy. Everybody's needy. Millennials. Needy. Thank you guys for joining us right here on Dead on Dave Productions. For my man, Too Tall, go check him out at XLT Live Podcast. We're out of here. As always, if you don't have talent, have talented friends. We'll see you next time. Keep it copious. Peace.